Hello YouTube, Chris here with Chrono Clash Central, and we're here to talk about the Evangelion card game. They released the rules manual, they released the effects, and as you may know, I was able to head over to Car Expo in LA and try the game out, try the new cards out, and I will say it's pretty awesome. It plays very differently, and it's very exciting. I'm a big fan of how it plays. Don't really know much about Evangelion, I know. You know, go flame me in the comments, so whatever. But it's really cool, and they're kind of exploring some new design space with it, so I'm a big fan. So along with the rule clarifications that I mentioned before, you got some new cards, you got some new effects. So let's just start with the effects. There is this completes a quest trigger. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Hopefully we'll see some of that happening on a few cards. Hopefully it's a really strong effect, because I think quest clear is like questing has just not been that good. So quest clear, definitely a way to try to buff it up, make questing a little bit better, maybe a little bit more viable as a win condition. I will say, based on a lot of cards I've seen, it is very likely that questing is going to be a viable mechanic for Evangelion. So if you guys are a fan of questing, get pumped, get hyped. So part of that is also taunts. These are the new abilities, taunt and pilot. So taunt, while a taunt battler is tapped and not on a quest, your non-taunt battlers cannot be attacked. When you summon this battler, you may tap it. So very similar to Sentinel, but it protects your other guys. So this, I do want some clarification for this. I don't 100% know. I'll probably try to figure this out when Evangelion comes out, but the way that questing works, in like attacking a quest in Guardian, is maybe not considered a battler, so you might not be able to protect a quester with a taunter. That makes sense. Anyway, just want to like heads up that I'm unsure about how that's gonna work, but I assume taunt does not protect quests. Got it. All right, so pilot, that's the other one. This is the exciting one for Evangelion. It's thematic, it's cool, it's fusion. So basically pilot means that you can summon normally, or you can play the pilot cost, and then you get to attach it, kind of like a equipment or an enchantment in like other games that you might have played. So you pop it underneath your other Evangelion unit, and this is specific units. It's not any card in the Evangelion sets. They specifically say Evangelion, and that, you know, one pilot per Evangelion makes sense. But while it's attached, the battler that it's attached to gets the power and gets any abilities, and that can be huge, because there's one that like gives recovery, which is like kind of insane, because you're like, oh, I got my dude, and then oh, suddenly it has recovery and attacks, or like suddenly it has I don't know, +1 guardian attack, boom, and there goes your guardian stack, a lot more than you thought was gonna happen. So yeah, those are the new abilities. All the other stuff is kind of still sticking around. I don't know if we'll see it in the set. It's a big question mark, right? But pretty exciting. Pretty exciting stuff with the new rules. There are a few cards in here, and then we might go and try to dig for some more. I think these ones down here are just too small to like really make out. No, we can do it. We can do it. Whoa, whoa, whoa there. So let's start with these guys. We got Shinji Ikari, cost 1 for 2. So that actually, in my opinion, still think 1-drops are really good. Maybe not so much with the new Naruto set that just has so much removal. It's kind of insane. But it looks like he can't attack battlers, but he's got Legion. And his Guardian ability goes back to the hand. Pretty good. But he's got Pilot 1, so you could stick him under any EVA unit. And that unit's not gonna just suddenly is not gonna be able to attack battlers, and it's gonna get Legion. Pretty good, right? So you know, I don't know, it's exciting. So when we see some EV units, we can talk about that. So then the next one is gonna be Don't Run Away. That's the one in the middle here. So that's gonna be choose any battler and return it to the hand, and then your opponent. This is the first one. This is a new one here. Your opponent discards a card. Okay, I kind of like it, except I think discard does nothing in this game, because majority of the time you have way too many cards in your hand, so I don't think the discard really does anything, but you know, it's there. And then ability return anything to the hand on Guardian is stacked. So that's pretty good. Just solid defense, you know. Defense in the Guardian stack is nothing to scoff at, even if it's kind of mediocre to play it. Although it's still pretty good. Like, let's not beat around the bush. Like, just returning something to your opponent's hand is pretty good, but the discard just doesn't do anything. All right, extra deck battler. They got this really cool symbol here. I think that's thematic. Again, I don't know anything about Evangelion, so yeah. But Eva 01 AT Field. So you see this thing right here. I don't know if you can see the mouse, but hovering around it, you can. Eva, those units with that Eva symbol, those are the only ones you can slap a pilot under. I know they got to make that a little bit more clear in the rules, I think. But so this Eva, you could slap Shinji Ikari under. Boom, you're having a good time. Fast. We got +1 Guardian attack, and then when you summon, you choose a battler, destroy it, then choose a battler in your discard and add it back to your hand. So pretty good. So it's 8, not too shabby. But the cool thing is, right? So this is an Eva, so you could play this and then play Shinji Ikari under it, and then suddenly it's not going to be able to attack battlers. It's going to have extra legion, and it's going to be 10 strength instead of 8. It's a big boy unit. Okay, let's try to zoom in on these small guys right here. Not very scripted, huh? Not very scripted. All right, so we got 3 cost Shinji Ikari, 1 strength, kind of doo-doo, but it gets fast, and it kind of looks like it's a pilot for 1. I hope it's not 1. It kind of looks like a 1. So basically, that's insane. This card's insane because you can play Eva and then be like, boop, fast attack. That's kind of spooky. You could get anything going fast with this Shinji Ikari. I think that's really good. He goes back to your hand, so you're always going to have it. Then we got the Evangelion test type 01, I think. It's an Eva. You can see the black thing just barely. It's got recovery. When you play it, you get an EX. Your opponent gets an EX. It's kind of scary, but you know what? You get an EX for 3 for a 4 strength that you get an EX. I don't know. I'm jamming. I'm jiving. And then like you're like 3. You have 4 time, right? And you're like 3 Shinji Ikari under it attack you. Yeah, that's pretty spooky. And then we get, oh gosh, Evangelion prototype 099, maybe. It looks like it costs. Oh, nice. They give us a big blow up. It costs 6. 6 cost 6 strength. That's always a good stat line. When you summon it, choose a battler. I cannot read that at all. Something with Sentinel. Maybe your battler in your discard with Sentinel. Add it back to your hand. Okay. Get some defense. Keep the defense up. All right. Then we got Eva Progression Knife. It's an Eva. Okay, so these guys are all Eva, so you could slap pilots under them. All right. Looks like Battle Destruction. When it's destroyed. I'm going to go with when it's destroyed. Choose a battle. Any battler. With. Oh, there's a with symbol, right? Is there a with symbol now? We got the with symbol? It does say with. Okay. I'm just potatoing it up today. Okay. So it's going to be with. So let's choose a battler from the discard with. From the discard with. Okay, that makes more sense. Ramble with me here. So battler with Sentinel, destroy it. All right. It's like a Sentinel. It's like a Sakura, but it has to be destroyed instead of on summon. But you also get it on. Okay, so it's basically exactly the same, but it has to die first. And it's Eva, so pretty good. All right, then we got Rei and Nami, 3 cost, 2 strength, but pilot 2 and gives 2 or 3 leadership, which is really solid. And then it's got a battler tap on the Guardian stack, so nice defensive battler. You have a battler in play, it stays in play. You can slap Rei under it real quick. Boom, leadership kind of refunds its cost. So I don't know. I'm not sold on this Rei, but it could be cool. Yeah, so this is the cards in the rules manual, and that was kind of rough, huh? But there should be. I think if we sneak around here, we might be able to find some more of them. Okay, here we go. So we got Eva 01 Positron Cannon, Shinji Ikari. So I'm getting ahead of myself. So an Eva, it's got fast. It's got +1 Guardian, and when you can tap it to choose a battler and gains -3 strength. So that's pretty solid. You just keep -3 strength in something. And 5 strength is nothing to scoff at, but I don't know. Those tap effects, I haven't found much good use to them, so we'll see. All right, then we got another pilot, Shinji. Looks like he's a pilot 1. So we get a big version. Ooh, yeah. Pilot for 1. That's really good, I think. You're going to give the pilot unit taunt. So you could attack with something. If it lives, taunt it up. Give it taunt afterwards. That's pretty solid. 1 strength. Not huge, but, one cost, 1 strength, and when it's destroyed, your other battlers gain recovery. So if you have a whole, oh, that's cool. And then Guardian, when they choose something, tap as a Guardian effect. That's pretty good. I'm not sure. We're gonna have to see how good Taunt is, and again, if it does protect your questing battlers. All right, so we got to the set 2. We found some more cards to look at. We'll just go over them real quick. We got, we might as well open this up in the big boy image. We got Eva type 2, type S component. It's an Eva 7 EX, 5 strength. When it summons, you just add your whole discard back to your hand. Okay. That's really funny. I don't know how, like I said, having a lot of cards in hand is not really the best thing in this game. So, I don't know. And then we got, you know, it's pretty standard stuff. Other than that, like, get your whole discard back, which I think is hilarious. And then we got Asuka Shikinami Langley. Oh, that's quite a name there. But 3 cost, 1 strength. She's got some versatility because she's got the pilot, but it doesn't really do anything. So summon, choose your own battler, play its effect again. That's a really solid effect. And then, like, it's not a dead card in your hand because you can just buff up your guy 1 strength. I think this card's gonna be really strong. It's just got a lot of uses. And then Guardian stack, you choose any battler and use its summon effect. So it's going to be pretty strong in the Guardian stack too, just because you can use any of your opponent's summon effects like this one and just get your whole discard back. Yeah, I don't know why you would want to do that, but maybe there's something. It could be for questing because you get a ton of cards and you just, oh, okay, there you go. There's your use for cards in your hand. Questing. There you go. Think about that, Chris. All right, so then we got the kind of basic information about Evangelion, which has even more cards. We'll go over them as quickly as possible. I know this video is dragging along. So we got 5 cost, 5 strength, always a good stat line, +1 guardian attack, and then to scoff at. It's an Eva, so you can put pilots under it. And when it's destroyed, you choose a cost 4 or less and destroy it. So I think this is going to be a pretty solid card. I like it. Okay, then we got, here we go. So we saw, these guys were all in the, oh no, they weren't all. This changing was in the rulebook. 3 costs, Evangelion, type 1, +1. Your opponent gets a Guardian. So this is what I was talking about. Questing, I think, is going to be solid in this set because you've got a 3 cost, 5 strength, huge stat line, gets a +1 Guardian attack. So maybe it's an aggro card, but it's also just a cheap card that has a huge strength. That means it's hard to get rid of, and then you can just tap it for quests and chill. You get Don't Run Away. We saw that. We get Positron Cannon. We saw that. Deck 2. Rei and Nami, so 3 cost, 2 strength. All right. Pilot for 2. When you finish a quest with this card, you get an EX. So there you go. Some of the questing coming in. I don't know how this is gonna work that well because EX cards like don't really mesh like with questing in my opinion. But you know, whatever. We got 6 cost, 8 strength. Oh my gosh, that's a huge stat line. This card's gonna be really hard to get rid of. 6 Angel. It's not an Eva, so no pilots in the Angel. +1 Guardian attack. Taunt means your other guys are going to be quite safe behind the taunt. And when it attacks, you choose all you choose every battler and just tap it. Which is just funny, okay? That's just funny, right? But you can just hit anything, you know, it can attack anything. It's got taunt, it's protecting everything. Pretty good. We got 2 cost. Thank you. Chosen battler. Tap it, get an EX, pretty good. Guardian effects, return to hand, not too bad. We got a 4 cost EX, that's always solid because the higher cost ones are just so hard to get sometimes. So fast, and when it attacks all your battlers, we're just gonna squeak back into the playmat. Check out all battlers. Okay, cool. It includes itself. So all battlers get +4. So it attacks for 8, and all your other dudes get beefy. So I quite like it. 4 cost, 4 strength. That's going to be solid. We got another Asuka. So this one, oh my gosh, this one's insane. Pilot for 2. Okay, pilot for 2. When it attacks, you lose 1 time, but you play any person's summon effect, which is kind of insane. Because you can just pop it out of nowhere. Blue getting that play opponent's effects, kind of like a counter spell type thing if you guys are into Magic. And 2 strength, it's pretty solid just for piloting, just buffing it up. We got another Angel, 9th Angel, Eva 03. That seems like a spoiler. 4 costs, 4 costs, 8 star. I really don't like spoilers, so I probably ought to watch the series real quick. or something. 4 cost, 8 strength, +2 guardian attacks, so it's gonna beat down guardians crazy hard. Got taunt, so other guys are gonna be safe. You got summon, +1 EX, and give an opponent +2 battles. That is so scary to me. Like, giving your opponents guardians is like really, it's really scary. I think like giving them 1 is fine usually, like the Kabuto. You get, if you get an EX for 1, if you get EX for 2, I don't know, but maybe it's okay because he's just, this thing's just so beefy. Anyway, 5 costs. Don't you think it's too revealing? Maybe a little embarrassed about her suit. +1 draw and 2 EXs for 5 costs. I don't like it. Never liked it. Didn't like this card in Naruto. Didn't like this card in Godzilla. Don't like it now, even though they keep changing it up. 7 cost, type S. We kind of saw this. We saw this one. It just gets your hold discard back, which is freaking funny. Deck number 4. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. 4 cost, 4 strength. Nice to meet you, father. 3. It's a 3 pilot. Oh my gosh, the pilot with 4 strength. Come on, that's so good. You just bloop, like this guy suddenly 9 strength. Oh my gosh. Okay. When it attacks, it gains +2 strength, so it would just make things huge. And then you choose any battler and give it -2 strength. So it's kind of like on-demand removal. I like it. We got Makinami Illustrious. 3 costs, 2 strength. Pilot for 1. I think these 1 cost pilots are going to be insane. Just because even if your opponent gives you 2 time, you can just stick a pilot under your dude and go to town. And it's got a quest clear, so this time it's going to be +EX and choose a battler and give it +5 strength. So this is that's actually really cool. Okay, right? Because then you can finish a quest. You can be like, I'm using a quest instead of to win by questing. I'm going to use a quest, and then it's going to help my aggressive strategy by buffing my dude up +5 strength. All right. And we've got the Spears, Longinus, and Cassius. 4 cost. Choose all battlers with Sentinel. Destroy them. Sounds like a brawl card here. I mean, I haven't played the brawl format. I think it's probably a lot of fun, but I imagine there's a ton of Sentinels, and this card is definitely built for that brawl format. And you get an EX out of it, and you're always gonna get it because it's a Guardian effect. I like it. And finally, we got Evangelion Provisional Unit 5, 5 cost, 4 strength. Got that fast. And when it's destroyed, you choose a battler, tap it, and all your other battlers gain +4 strength. So I'm pretty good. All right, that is it. My favorite card is, I think this one is hilarious. I don't know how useful it's gonna be, this Eva 02 that gets your whole discard back, but I like it. And other than that, probably the angels are really cool with the taunt and the low cost, the high strength. Love it. Let me know if you guys are excited for Evangelion. I am, even though I'm like not too familiar with the series. The few games I've played with the demo cards have been really interesting. The pilot mechanic is awesome, so I can't wait to get my hands on them. I hope you feel the same way. Let me know if you have a favorite card from these reveals. What do you guys think about pilot? What do you guys think about taunt? And if you guys think quest is gonna be viable now, we'll certainly play around with it. Keep on learning, keep on having fun. I'll see you guys in another video, and that's all I got. Peace.